All right, Beyblade CX speed review, sort of. I just wanted to talk about these bays. I've been testing them since I got them not quite like 20 days ago. I don't know, something around there. Um, and it's very interesting because I don't know how I feel about it. I know Wizard Arc specifically has won a tournament, um, so that's impressive. And I have noticed a lot of people seem to also be noticing a lot of things I am, or at least one specific thing, and that being that they tend to underperform. Um, which surprising. You'd think they'd be at least pretty good. Wizard Arc I know was nerfed with its weight distribution. It could have probably been better, but the um what a lot of people have said is the problem, and I agree with this honestly, is the height. The height of the blades, they're very thick, which makes sense. You have to have a whole other component there. But the problem is, I think a lot of people have written off weight as one of their problems because they are pretty average weight for a BeybladeX layer. Um, and so they aren't wrong in doing that. But this is something I've noticed personally is the density is definitely a problem because once you strip it down to the only part that has metal on it, the actual blade itself, this is on average between all the CX blades we have right now, only about 30 grams. Um, and that's a good portion of that's also the plastic, probably I'd say like 2 grams of that. So let's say 28 grams, right, for the metal. That's really light for a BeybladeX layer, which just means that it's not dense enough. The metal isn't dense, and just in general, the blade is not. And that's problematic for, when you're making contact, you're not going to be doing as much damage. I'm struggling here. You're not going to be doing as much damage because, again, it's just less dense. Um, so versus, BX or UX stuff, it's all one piece. So it's nice and dense. All that weight is generally all pretty much the metal. Um, and we're not wasting a lot of that weight on these assist blades. I think it would have been fine if they were a little bit heavier on average than an average BX or UX blade because they're the next generation. That's also, I believe, why when you're battling them, they tend to sound very hollow on contact. But let me know what you guys think if you feel like this is being reflected in your own testing. Um, and, leave a like if you agree with this. So